I do lots of different things, but sort of a major theme in my research is that I look at the impact of disturbance in forests that are managed. And in particular, I look at the impacts of logging, various kinds of logging, various intensities of logging, and how that interacts with deer populations in affecting forest regeneration. Northern hardwood forests in particular, the paradigm that under which the forests are managed is that one can go into these forests every 10 to 15 years and do what are called selection harvests, where about a quarter of the trees in the stand are removed and used for products. And there is the assumption that forest regeneration occurs in the gaps that are created by that logging. And we have found that in large extents of Michigan where northern hardwood forests are managed, that because of deer and because harvest gaps are relatively small, that the assumption that natural regeneration occurring is not true. And so we seek to describe that, to identify the causes, and to identify potential remedies by which we can use management interventions to ameliorate those effects. If the forestry that we use on these is unsustainable because of deer and the way in which you harvest them, then ultimately there will be a shortfall in the forest products that come from those forests and changes in wildlife habitat. And we've identified that via the impacts of deer on forest regeneration, that bird habitat for a number of neotropical migrant bird species is changing. These projects are pretty mature, and so we're getting lots of information out of them right now. One of the really cool things about forestry in general is that it's multidisciplinary from the get-go. We have sociologists, economists, ecologists, and we're kind of trained to be able to interact with people from different disciplines. So it's kind of an exciting place to be in that regard. We have a real strong group of folks in this department that address those things.